ladies, gents, and NBs. You've just entered the Last Save Lounge, a weekly interview podcast show all about the games that saved our progress and a little bit of us. I am your host, Aaron Turbo Hoodie Amendola, and by golly, I'm happy you're here. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click whatever doodly do you gotta do to help support the show and help it grow into a giant unwieldy podcast kaiju. Remember, new episodes every Tuesday wherever you get your podcast, with clips and video episodes available on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Y'all, I have a need, and that need is for Zelda. Ever since the Ocarina of Time remake was announced, I'm like, I don't care about anything else. I'm missing 3 meals a day. I forget to walk my dog, all because I want to play the Ocarina of Time. I don't care about GTA 6 coming out in the fall. What I care about is having a nice, cozy Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday bundled up with my Switch 2 playing Zelda. So I am welcoming to the show today P from HylianPeaPod. I'm very excited to have her on the show. You can check her out at HylianPeaPod wherever you get your reels or short form content. P, I'm so happy to have you on the show. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am excellent. Are you excited about the Ocarina of Time remake coming out?
I cannot wait. It was my first Zelda game, so I'm so ready to go.
It was your first Zelda? So tell me about that.
Yeah,
like,
it was my first one.
I feel like my first Zelda game was probably Link to the Past, maybe the one on NES, but Ocarina of Time, how do you deal with having like such a monumental game be your first Zelda game?
I know. Listen, I don't know. I just know that it was the first one I played growing up. Literally, my dad got me the GameCube. It came with like that 4-pack of like Zelda games, like the original Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. He booted it up, and I was hooked ever since. Like, it is everything to me. I love the franchise so much.
That it warms my heart, because I remember I was actually going to ask you, because on your Instagram, you do have this really sweet photo of when you received your Game Boy Advance as a Christmas gift. And I didn't realize that the GameCube version was the one that you were talking about, because my dad bought me a GameCube and got me that Legend of Zelda 4-pack as well. And he didn't know what he had. He knew I loved video games. He knew I loved Nintendo. And he didn't realize that he gave me one of the best gifts ever. That is so fantastic. Yeah, gosh, how do you even recover from that? What is it about Legend of Zelda that really fuels your fandom?
I don't know. Like, it's just something about the nostalgia for me. Like, that being the first, like, of course I had the Game Boy, but I didn't have a Zelda game on that. I had like Barbie. So when I got the GameCube and just like sitting in the basement with my brother and like trying to figure out the puzzles, and then like I remember finishing the Great Deku Tree and I didn't have a memory card. So my dad, like, I couldn't save the game. I got that far. So I was like, Dad, I need a memory card. So he literally went to Walmart and like got me a memory card so I could save the game and like progress. And then ever since, I don't know, I've been hooked. I got the Wind Waker for my 9th birthday after that on GameCube, and it's just been like, it's just like, I love it so much. It's so comforting, like the music. I could go on and on and on.
No, and that is a dad right there. When your daughter comes in and says, I need this or I can't save my game. I had the same thing happen with Final Fantasy VII, but I didn't have anyone to buy me a memory card at that point. I just played disc 1 over and over and over. That is fantastic, P. What a great intro to the show. Let's get to know you just a little bit more. So I know that you're a content creator. I know you love Zelda. Was I correct in the fact that we can find you online at HylianPeaPod? Is there anywhere else we want to direct people to?
It's HylianPeaPod on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. That's my username everywhere.
Fantastic. So what got you into content creation then? Was it just more people need to know about Zelda and I'm the person to deliver that information?
So I made my page because I really wanted people to be able to express themselves in gaming. And I had a desk set up. It wasn't crazy. It was nothing crazy at the time. And I had some Zelda decor. And I was like, you know what? I feel like this is like kind of cute, kind of cozy. Like, I want to share this with the world. So I just started posting my Zelda themed office space and like me playing Zelda. And it really just kind of blew up. But the whole point of me doing that was because growing up, like, I didn't express myself gaming. Like I didn't want to be like, oh, I play games because
Hmm.
it's hard when you're a girl and like you admit you like you like gaming. And like growing up in the early 2000s, it wasn't really accepted. So now it's like I want people to be able to feel comfortable. Hey, like I like Zelda. I like XYZ. I like like there's nothing wrong with liking gaming, especially as a girl. Like let it be out, let it be bold, be who you are. So that's really
Hmm.
why I do what I do.
Yeah, you're reclaiming that space from when you
Yep.
didn't get it earlier. I love that. And to second it, if you are gatekeeping anyone from getting into this incredible hobby, you shall don't listen to the show. You're not going to like it. But I love hearing that story of this is a fandom that I adore and I'm going to express myself in that way starting from that desktop. And let me say, my desktop, it looks like there was a fire or like a calamity, right? But one of the things that I admire about your desktop and all these other content creators is that you have such an eye for those cozy setups. And I understand you have background in interior design, right?
I don't. I just always liked it. So
Okay.
growing up, like my grandma was really into this like decorating and staging and this like color schemes and things like that. So I don't think I'm great at it, but like I just know what I like and I make
You're
it
a
kind
lot
of
better than me.
cohesive. I just got honestly Pinterest helps a lot. But I kind of just like gather things I like and throw it together and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, I change it up. But yeah, that's how I've done it this whole time. And I've changed my desk a lot. Like it's been through many phases. So
It's a really nice way to express, I think, how you want your workstation to be. And I always look and I'm like, gosh, could I just take half a day and make this cozier? And then I'm like, well, I want this and that. It just looks like an overcrowded mess. Everything around here is like my ADHD has come to life, but I absolutely admire what you're doing. I think it's beautiful. And it does remind me a lot of that Kokiri Forest aesthetic that we see in so many of these games. I absolutely see the inspiration from those games come out in your setup. So good job.
thank you. I like to call my office space like the forest temple because there's a lot of plants, a lot of greenery, and a lot of Zelda. So it's the forest temple.
So, let's hone in on that a little bit because the forest temple, the Great Deku Tree, the Kokiri forests of our Zelda games that we all know and love. It is such a peaceful, sometimes somber, but very cozy space. When you played that for the first time, like what kind of effect did that setting have on you as a person?
It melancholy. Like I'm just
Hmm.
like an August day, like a Thursday. You know what I mean? Like August, Thursday, Brown, Forest Temple, and Zelda. They're all the same thing. It's just like some comforting feeling that it gives me.
Hmm.
I just that's what it is. It's melancholy. I love it. I love it so
No,
much.
and I'm happy you said melancholy because I love that feeling. It doesn't always have to be a sad feeling, but
Mm-mm.
there's a space near my house where the greenery of this overpass falls over a bridge, and for like 3 weeks out of the summer, it is the most gorgeous spot in Chicago. It is absolutely amazing, and I get, like, wistful for the fall, and the
Yeah.
fall to me is Legend of Zelda time. It is the
Yes.
time to replay those games, and every other time I pass by that spot in Chicago, I'm like, "It's too hot. Everything here is terrible," but I love the melancholy feeling of that. Uh, so would you describe yourself as, like, a Kokiri forest aesthetic person, or is there any other setting in Zelda that you really attune yourself to?
I really love Rito Village in Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. Something about, first of all, the music, amazing.
Mhm,
But just like the warm browns, it's like fall, cozy, cold there because it's near Hebra. I love it, which is crazy because I don't live somewhere that gets cold. I live somewhere that gets very hot. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I like it so much. It's just very like relaxing and calming and the NPCs there. It's welcoming. Like I just want to curl up in a little like ball and just live in Rito Village.
man, I need to play Tears of the Kingdom maybe immediately after this recording. I'm getting wistful. Would you describe yourself as a fall person? That's the vibe I'm getting.
Yes, 100% fall, everything. Like I want it to be fall right now. It's
Uh,
92 degrees, but I'm manifesting fall on pumpkin spice and sweatshirts.
I was just telling my daughter, she's going to be 3 in about a month. I was like, it's almost pumpkin spice season. And she now knows that spicy is not a flavor she likes. And she was like, oh, pumpkin spice. And I was like, no, 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 no. It'll be fine. It will be fine. We will get you something tasty. You won't be spicy. Um, I got to ask because I was thinking about questions to ask you before coming on here. And there's one thing about The Legend of Zelda that is like, this nebulous cloud over my head, and that's the Legend of Zelda movie. Uh,
Yes.
it's being directed by the guy that did the Maze Runner movies. The cast seems all right. Right now, before this movie has come out, it can be anything we want it to be, right? So I want to ask you, as a diehard Zelda fan, what is going to make that movie sing for you?
Can I be honest?
Yeah,
I'm not excited for the movie.
I don't know that I am either.
I'm not. I'm nervous because, first of all, Link doesn't talk.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are they going to do with that? If they make him talk, I'm going to feel like it's not canon. Like, this isn't right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous. I'm very, very nervous. Like, I don't know what to expect at all. Like, I'm not going to lie. I don't think I'm going to watch it when it comes out until I like get a little bit of spoilers on what's happening.
I feel the trepidation because my link is going to be different than your link is going to be different than everybody else's link. Everyone has a different idea of who Link is supposed to be and what he's supposed to sound like, if he's supposed to sound like anything at all. And I really love Twilight Princess. In my head, that is my ideal, like Twilight Princess plus Breath of the Wild, put that together, I'll play that forever, it'll be amazing. No movie is ever really going to satisfy me, but all I wanted to do is invite new people in and have it be a gateway. You know,
Hmm.
I want people to say that movie was cool. What are the games like? You know, uh, and we'll never get a direct adaptation of Link's Awakening, no matter how hard I try to wish that into the world. But yeah, we're definitely on the same page there. Best
I'm
case
nervous.
scenario, I don't hate it.
Yes, that's how I feel. And I'm not really big into movies. I had the attention span of an ant. So I'm nervous.
I love that you have the attention span of an ant, but you probably know more lore about Legend of Zelda than I'll ever forget at this point. That's amazing. Um, so I want to circle back to that picture of you with the pink Game Boy Advance. Because it's such a touching memory. Like I told you, I remember getting my GameCube. You remember getting your GameCube. Um, do you have any like Christmas morning memories with the GBA with Zelda that are like front in your mind at all?
So I didn't have the any Zelda games on my GBA, unfortunately. I wish. Really wish. But I just remember him going to Walmart. That's where we got it. And he was like, "Oh, I'm picking this up for like my friend's kid, like for Christmas." And I was like 6 or 7, and I was like, "Okay." So he had me like test it, 'cause that was back when you could like test consoles in Walmart. So I was like playing on it on the TV, like up high, could barely see anything. And he bought it, and then I opened it Christmas morning, and I was like, "You lied." But yeah, that was kind of what got me into gaming, was my Game Boy. Like, and then I got a Game Boy SP with a light
Oh, I
on the
miss
back.
those.
Yeah, and then the GameCube, and that's where Zelda came in. And if I could go back to like that, that would probably be a core memory I would want to go back to, is playing that in the basement with my brother.
Yeah, you know, it seems like whenever I talk to somebody about Zelda, it's not a solo adventure. There's somebody that does the action and somebody that does puzzles. My wife and her stepsister, it's that exact combination. She would fight bosses and her stepsister would help her with puzzles. And I love seeing that sort of co-op nature come in to what, you know, typically is a solo adventure. Do you have any fun stories of you and your brother playing that Zelda game?
He would fight for me, and I would do the puzzles.
Perfect.
Yep, he would do all the fighting. Even to this day, I'm not big in Zelda combat. Like Breath of the Wild, for example, I would shoot the Lionels from afar with my arrows, and I would use all my arrows because I don't want to be like front facing them. Like, absolutely not. It was my brother to do this.
Can I reveal a hideous truth to you?
Yes.
I've played through the Breath of the Wild. I've played through Tears of the Kingdom. I don't think I've fought a Lionel once
I don't
because
blame you. They're scary.
yeah, I am the sort of guy that's there for the vibes. You know, going through Hyrule Valley, seeing the wind sweep in, hearing the piano flourish, and then if I have to fight a Lionel, I'm like, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll turn this
Mhm.
off. It's really refreshing to hear that because I feel like between you and we had another person that really loved Zelda on a few weeks ago, Cloud, the speedrunner from Games
Love
Done
Cloud.
Quick.
Yes.
She's incredible. But she's like, "What? They're not hard." And I'm like, "Are you serious right now? I could never do that." Um, Absolutely love that.
So they're not hard once you get to do them because I actually learned how to do them on Twitch when I stream, but they're not that bad. Do I want to do them? No. I'd rather fight a
Oh,
Gleeok if I'm being honest.
which one's the Gleeok?
The three-headed dragon in Tears of the Kingdom.
Never even attempted it. I was just like, "Hey man, you do you. I'm gonna stay back here flying around." Kudos to you. And I guess the question that I have is, I've never had the bravery to stream. What's it like learning a game like that on stream? I assume your chat is friendly.
They were friendly. I built my Twitch basically around Tears of the Kingdom. So I kind of just started streaming Ocarina of Time
Mhm.
originally. Found out the controls suck on the Switch. So I pivoted to Tears of the Kingdom. I was already, I had a save file already going from when I started it. Started collecting Koroks on stream and I kind of built my Twitch community that way. Um, yeah, but they're very friendly. They're all into Zelda just like I am. Um, yeah, and I 100%ed Tears of the Kingdom on stream. So
Do you got all the Korok seeds?
I got all the Korok seeds,
Oh
all
my
1,000,
goodness. What I saw how many there were and I was like, maybe another time, maybe another life. We'll see.
all 1,000 of them. Yep. Did I crash out a little bit? Absolutely.
Yeah,
But
I
we
mean,
got them.
I think you have to crash out a little bit to get all those. Then you're rewarded with a little piece of shit.
Yep.
Uh, well, tell you what, P, I'm going to ask listeners for $1, and when we come back, I got to ask you the question: what's your favorite game of all time? Okay.
Got it.
All right. Y'all, the Last Save Lounge is supported by Patreon at patreon.com/hoodieweather. By supporting Hoodie Weather, patrons get a bonus segment each week, a bundle of Hoodie Weather games, and ad-free episodes in your feeds. If times are tough, I think you are too. If you don't have $1 to give me, that's fine. Just subscribe, because subscribing helps build the show. It helps us attract more guests. It helps us have more listenership. And also, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy. Be sure to rate and review us on your podcast app of choice. Tell your friends, tell your rivals. We're not picky. We'll take everybody. But you don't want to hear me give you the pitch anymore. You want to hear about P's favorite game of all time. So here we go. P, what is your favorite game of all time?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Of course. Yep.
Tears of the Kingdom.
So like, why Tears and not Breath of the Wild? I feel like people ping pong between the two. What is it about Tears of the Kingdom that really made you fall in love with it?
It's a memory for me. So when Breath of the Wild came out, I'm sorry, I was in college and I didn't like care about it. When I was in college, I did not care about Zelda. Like my last one was to play a Zelda game. I went to the midnight release of Breath of the Wild. I got it. I played it for a minute and I was like, this isn't right. Like, this is not a normal Zelda game. Like, this is not how Zelda is supposed to be. So I did end up picking it up a couple years later and I did play it and I did start to love it. Like, I ended up actually loving the game. But when Tears was announced, it was, I think, during like the pandemic time, maybe, or like right before. And then they did the first trailer definitely during the pandemic. So I was just like so excited to play this game. Um, and the day it was released was a really tough week for me. My dog was diagnosed with two diseases that he has.
Oh,
Yeah, so the Friday the game came out, or Thursday, whatever day, like I took off work. I was ready to go. And I just remember like midnight opening my Switch, getting like the game and like the Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. I just started bawling. Like I was crying. Actual tears were flowing. And then just like spending that entire weekend like exploring Hyrule again. Oh my God. I love that game. I could play it over and over again. Tell you where anything's at. I got you.
yeah. And this sounds like that game was kind of like a medicine
Comfort.
for you.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
comfort during that like hard week of life that was happening. Like it was an escape. And it still is to this day.
I absolutely adore that. And hearing about the start of that game is so dramatic. You
Very
know,
dramatic.
going through the caves with the torches. And I had played Breath of the Wild and I was like, all right, cool, that's the best one. That just like objectively, great, that's the best one. And about 10 hours into Tears, I was like, oh, this is different. This is really challenging me on a narrative level that a lot of Zelda games haven't before. Uh, so were you just like dead to the world for 2 weeks and played that nonstop
Oh,
or
yeah, 100%. Like, Breath of the Wild walks or Tears of the Kingdom can run. And that's how I look at it. Like, Tears is great, or Breath of the Wild's great, but the Tears was just built off Breath of the Wild's mechanics. Like, everything's better in Tears, in my opinion. The controls are better, the menu's better, like how you get like your items is better. And then obviously the mechanics of you building whatever you want and making a Korok Crusher 3000 is amazing. Like,
have you made those on stream?
of course.
I love seeing those contraptions. Like I don't have the energy to, but I live vicariously through you and other people doing it.
Yeah, such a good game.
Uh so man, Tears of the Kingdom, it really is like the apex of this peak that Zelda had to climb. When you finished it, was there any sort of like emotional release? Like, it's done. I got to get a few more Korok seeds, but like, do you remember what it was like finishing that game?
I cried.
I
I
bet.
cried. I didn't want to beat Ganon. Like, I didn't want to do it because I was like, I don't want this game to end. So I actually cried. My husband's like, you gotta do it. Like, just do it. So I did it one night after dinner with him there. And I was like, I sobbed. I actually cried. But then I went back and 100% it. So
I had a similar experience with Final Fantasy VIII. I man, I feel so old. I played it on PC when I was in high school, and I felt like I was saying goodbye to all of these characters. And I'm sitting in front of my PC, just like one single tear, and then something happens, and I'm like full on blubbering. My mom was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Shut the door." Uh, I absolutely love the image of like your husband there, dinner in hand, and you just like focused it on the
I
screen.
was locked in.
Yeah, I
I was
bet.
locked in.
Because that, obviously, folks listening to this, there are potential spoilers, but that final Ganon boss battle, like seeing his health bar go all the way over. I remember at the time I like screamed. And then that dragon fight at the end. Oh, it's so cinematic.
So good.
The movie will never do that, but I
No,
can dream.
it's so good. Like, I would fight Ganon in that game 1,000 times over. Like, it's just such a good fight. The 3 stages that you have to go through, they're so difficult, but they're so rewarding at the end.
Mhm. Is there any character in the game that you really attach yourself to? Because I feel like Zelda is given such a bigger spotlight. She's
Hmm.
really showcased as this hero out of time, literally and figuratively in this game. And there's so many side characters and NPCs that I just adore in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Is there anyone that stands out to you?
My husband would say flower blight, and if you know, you know, but
I gotta look it
that's a
up. I gotta look
joke.
it up.
It's so funny. She is a woman who guards flowers, and she's near a shrine.
Oh,
And if you step on her flowers, she literally like screams at you. Which is me with plants. But I think personally, I probably Minoru. Like, I love Minoru. I love her story and what she symbolizes in the game and what she does for Zelda and for like Hyrule in general with like her spirit. So Minoru.
what do you think she brings to this game that other Zelda games were lacking?
Well, the knowledge, first of all. She's badass. She's so smart. Hopefully I can cuss in this podcast.
Yeah, fuck yeah, do it.
Amazing. She's just like a badass. Like, she's so smart and she knows that she is like capable of like helping the kingdom. And she quite literally builds a construct, like a construct body that her spirit can go in then to help Zelda later or help Link later. So they didn't have that in Breath of the Wild. Like, what they have. What did Link
No,
even have? He didn't have anything. He was
no.
lonely.
Yeah, he woke up in his underwear and was like, "I guess I'll save the world. We'll see."
Yeah.
Minoru's such a fun pick because I feel like in my playthrough, I I got to their part of the game pretty late, uh, almost exclusively at a time where I was like, "I have to be done." Oh, there's a whole nother dungeon. Uh, Absolutely fantastic. Love that. Um, So you've already said that this is your favorite game of all time, and I know that that is tied to some specific memories and a time in your life. Uh, where do you hope they go next? Like, do you hope they do another third game in this style, or would you like to see something completely different?
I think I would like to see it in the same style but a different setting. Like they can't keep reusing this Breath of the Wild map. It's just it's done. But I would love a this kind of style, but like maybe like Twilight Princess. Like I'd love a darker Zelda. Like it's been a really long time since we had a dark Zelda, and I think we're due. So that's where I would like it to go.
Yeah, I love the art style that Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild has, but there's something about that darker shade from Twilight Princess. Uh, I think it also hit me at the height of my emo years that
Mm-hmm.
like I really was like, this is my Zelda, and new metal butt rock would play in the background. Uh, I absolutely adore that. Did you happen to play oh gosh, why can't I remember the name of it now? Can I look at it? I can't find it. What was the name of the Zelda one that came out that was done in that Link's Awakening style? Did you happen to play that
Echoes of
one?
Wisdom.
Yeah. I was
Yes,
like,
I love that one.
oh,
Yeah,
I want to see Zelda get more of her due because I feel
me
like
too.
Tears of the Kingdom was like pushing her a little bit, but then Echoes of Wisdom was like, no, we're putting you out there. I would love to see more of that.
I love that game. I am actually playing it like now on the side. It's my second
Fun.
playthrough. Second playthrough. Yeah, it's fun. The only thing I don't like about it is I wish that they made her like be able to fight because yes,
Sure.
she can use Link to fight, but like give Zelda a sword, please. Like let her do some fighting. Like she can handle it. Trust me.
I mean, in every game, she has a bow and arrow except
Right?
this.
Yeah.
Like,
No, she's nothing. She
come
has the
on,
tri
guys.
rod. Like let her wield a sword, please.
She'd be too powerful. That's all it
You're
is.
right. She would be.
I'd love to talk to you a little bit about the music of Zelda because before we started recording, I told you I was playing Link's Awakening, and every time I talk about Zelda, I'm going to have a different favorite. But Link's Awakening has a very soft spot in my heart because I love the Ballad of the Windfish, and I feel like you talk to 100 people and you're going to get 100 different answers back on their favorite Zelda song. So I got to ask you. I'm going to put you on the spot. What is your favorite Zelda melody?
This is hard. I
I
have
know, right?
two. I have two. Okay, right. Midna's Lament. Is that how you say it? Lament?
Yep.
Okay. I love it. Something about somber music in general, like, just like speaks to me. And it's during such a dramatic time in the game where, like, you're literally saving Midna's life. It's so good. Like, it's so good. I listen to it all the time. Such
This
a
is
good
very
one.
fall coded for you. This is
Yes.
very cozy fall for you.
Yes. Yes. And the second one is Rito Village from Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild. It's just like such a good song. And if you didn't know, it's a spin-off. I don't know how you talk in music language, but it's Dragon Roost Island from Wind Waker. If you listen to it, it's just like they did something to it. It's Rito
Oh,
Village though. It's the same
interesting.
song. So yeah.
It's like remixed or interpolated or
Mhm.
something.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, wild. Yeah, picking I think any theme from Tears of the Kingdom feels very you, but I really admire the way those games uh so much of the music was built on cues. Like it wasn't like you walk into the valley, you hear the valley theme. It was more spontaneous and a little chaotic in that way because so many things could just happen
Oh,
in the
yeah.
middle of the valley. Uh, I am I'm a little surprised you didn't pick anything from Ocarina being your first Zelda game
I
and
know.
that being so built on. I mean, they're all built on melodies, but I think those are absolutely fantastic picks. Rito Village is absolutely killer. Um, wasn't that one of the places that you liked earlier in the
Yep.
interview too?
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Put me
Uh,
in there. I deserve the Limerito Village.
you can name your Switch too, and mine's named Rivali, just because Rivali's my boy. Uh,
Rivali?
yeah, I love
Oh
Rivali.
no, he's so mean. He's a dick.
I know, but I also I also had like a soft spot for Groose, which
I
like
love Bruce. Like I think everyone does.
yeah, it's just like I love the dummy himbo types and I love the mean guys. Like I love Falco from Star Fox.
Okay.
So it's very coded for me. I'm just revealing that to you in the world at
How
this
do you feel
point.
about Yonobu?
I like Yanobu. Not my favorite, but I also just tend to like the Gorons. I just saw, oh gosh, and if I can ask you because you know it all. Who is the person you find in the Gerudo Desert area? Because she was the best one. But
In what game?
in Breath of the Wild,
Oh, Riju.
yeah, like I feel like there's Groose, there's Rivali, and those are like A tier, but then she's up here at the S tier, like the one of the absolute best
She's
companions.
badass.
Yeah, just absolutely fantastic. Ooh, I thought of a good one, and I take as much time as you need, Pete, because I feel like this is going to be a really difficult question.
Gosh.
Favorite boss fight in a Zelda game?
Oh my god. Okay. Colgera from Tears of the Kingdom.
What you? I was like, take as much time, and you're like 3 seconds. I got it. Boom, boom,
Have you
boom.
heard the music? The Colgera battle theme? Iconic.
Is that the one where you're
Da,
in the
da,
air?
da, da. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It's amazing.
Oh.
It's not hard. It's not hard. It's just the music for me. It's such a good song.
Mm-hmm. And what an epic boss fight. Like
Yeah.
I remember I would get stuck just floating in the air and like listening to that and admiring everything going on. Man, I was like fully prepared to be like, I can vamp, we can talk about something else
Do you
because there's
want to
so
like
many bosses.
do it? I could think of a second one. Let me think.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna think
for
of
it.
one
Go
from
for it.
Ocarina of Time.
Go off, Queen.
I'm gonna pop off, Diva. Okay, let me think. Ocarina of Time. Definitely not the Water Temple. That's for sure.
I don't think the Water Temple is going to be anybody's favorite
No.
for anything.
I think the Forest Temple, like Phantom Ganon, that's fun. That's a fun one.
It's fun, and it also feels like it's kind of like baby's first final boss because it teaches you so many of those mechanics that were in Link to the Past. We're in the original Legend of Zelda, and to see it in 3D is just like amazing.
I love Energy Ball Tennis. Like you just,
yeah.
I love it so much.
I'm gonna see that one, but I'm gonna raise you the bridge fight in Twilight Princess. It's not, I guess, like a full boss battle, but you going off against Ganondorf.
With the pig?
Oh, so good.
Oh, man. So what if I told you I've never actually beat Twilight Princess?
I would say we contain multitudes, and that's fine because you have such an amazing ending of a Zelda game waiting for you. Like they're all great, right? But as I revealed last week on the show, I've never beaten Chrono Trigger. We all have our backlog shames. What kept you from finishing it?
This is going to be so dumb. You know the hand, like the Zant hand at the end, like that temple, like when you're at the... scares the shit out of me.
Dude, I get it. Zelda's scary. Okay?
Like, the Zant hand chasing you and you have to get the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't do it. Like, I just can't get past that part.
No, I remember playing Ocarina as a kid, and there's what's the enemy that like turns around and screams at you? It's like a gray mummy.
The Gibdo?
Yeah, dude, those kept me from playing for like a solid month because I'm just a kid. Life is a nightmare, and facing those things, I was like, oh, this is an adult game. I should not be playing this.
Yeah,
and I had to like amp myself up, bring friends over, and be like, we're doing it. We're doing the whole Shadow Temple now.
Look, I'm going to show you something. It might make you mad. Look, but I have this copy right here.
I mean, that's beautiful.
It's beautiful, right? I haven't beat it. It's just sitting there.
I'm going to absolve you of any guilt or shame. You're busy. You're a full-time content creator. You have so many things going on in your life. You have a 9-to-5. So like,
I do.
One of these days, it's going to be like the perfect fall day. You're going to have a blanket on. You're going to have a nice cup of coffee or some tea, and you're going to say, now's the time. And that's going to be an amazing gift to give yourself. And when it happens, I want you to tell me because there's so many cool things at the end of Twilight Princess just waiting for you.
I'm excited. Like I have a save file ready to go. I just have to get past the hand.
Yeah. I mean, sit your husband down and say, you're not allowed to leave until I finish this, even if it takes hours and hours. Like grab a book. We're going to do this. I do that with my wife in Final Fantasy bosses. I'm like, you don't let me leave until this is done. But you have a tremendous gift waiting for you. That's
I'm
fantastic.
excited.
I did want to ask you for some advice. So my wife and I play a lot of games together. She has never played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, despite being a Zelda fan. When she got the Switch 2, I said, this is fantastic because when you play through Breath of the Wild for the first time, I'm going to replay it. And I'm getting antsy. So, do you have any words of support or wisdom that I could share with her to like push her towards playing Breath of the Wild soon?
Tears of the Kingdom is better than Breath of the Wild, so get it over with, girl. Do it, diva. Get the game done so you can move on to the best one, which is Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh
No.
man.
It's such a fun adventure. Like she needs to dive in. And I feel like that's a really good game. And I know this is going to make you mad because you want to play a good game to play like around Christmas time.
Yeah, totally.
Because you probably have a lot of time. You can just like sit down and do it. But you know, it's a long game. So you're going to be waiting a while.
Mm-hmm. When I played Breath of the Wild the first time, I knew it was going to be long. And it was kind of a time in our lives where we didn't know if we were going to have a kid. We didn't know if we were going to be moving. And so I kind of slow rolled it. And when did Breath of the Wild release?
March of 2017.
Holy cow, P! Amazing. Oh, you know what? We were getting ready to be married. That's what it was. That was marriage prep year. But I knew it was going to take a while, so I slow rolled it, and I finished it on Christmas that year. Like I did everything, and I was like, "This is the gift I'm giving myself. I'm gonna play Breath of the Wild, and I'm gonna finish it on Christmas." And golly, what an ending!
The best part of having it on Switch too is you can also get that Nintendo app, so you can like have like help if she needs it. So you didn't have that originally on the regular Switch.
No, we back in those days we were trawling on GameFAQs for all the secrets and all the shrines.
We were printing out walkthroughs. We were printing them out actually. Yep.
We sound so ancient. P, this has been absolutely fantastic. And before we go, I want to give you a chance for people out there that haven't tried Zelda, for people that are Zelda curious. Do you have anything to tell them to start their first Zelda game? Because as many people that love Zelda, there's a lot more people in the world that their first intro to Zelda might be the movie. It might be Wand of Gamelon. It might be that awful animated show. Is there a best place to start, or do you want them to go to the best game first?
I actually made a post on this on my Instagram recently. I feel like it really depends on what they want. So if they want like story, if they want to know the background of the Zelda timeline, Skyward Sword. If they want to just open world game that lets them explore at their own pace, Breath of the Wild. You know, it just depends on what they exactly want. It's not like a cut and dry answer I can give.
Got it. No, and you know, you're really breaking it down in great terms narratively. Skyward Sword is a really great place to get the start of the story. If they want an emo game, Twilight Princess is right there. If they want the hidden gem, Majora's Mask is on NSO. There's really not a bad place to jump in. It seems
no, there isn't.
And I'll throw my hat in for Link's Awakening. It's a perfect game to play over a weekend. Just fantastic.
I love my playthrough of Link's Awakening.
I feel like I could play that game in my sleep at this point. It's just, it fills me with so much nostalgia and childhood wonder. Okay, B, where can we find you online again?
HylianPeaPod across all socials, Twitch, Instagram. Instagram's my main one, so definitely follow me there.
If you don't go for the Zelda content, go for the cozy aesthetic. Like we've had a few guests on recently that are really good with that cozy aesthetic, and I absolutely adore that, especially heading into fall. It is the best season to play Zelda. It's the best time to try Zelda for the first time, and it's the best time to follow P online like I do and all the listeners of Last Save Lounge. So P, thank you so much for joining us. But for now, we're going to say goodbye to our audience. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. If you have suggestions for guests to go on Last Save Lounge, we've been getting a few in my email. Go to Aaron at hoodieweather.fun. That way you can tell me all your suggestions. We should have Kevin Cortez from the Washington Post coming up in an episode soon. Also, Dev from Chilling with Dev is going to come on and talk to us about her favorite game. And we've got some fun ones lined up for the fall. I'm currently filling out our September schedule. So if you have anyone that you'd love to see on the pod, let me know. That is how I got P on the show. Somebody said, you should look at this account. I reached out and P was like, I feel bad for this guy. I will say yes. And that's how we got you. The Last Save Lounge is, of course, produced by Hoodie Weather, creating comfy games and podcasts broken in like your favorite hoodie. You can support Hoodie Weather by heading to patreon.com/hoodieweather and becoming a patron for just $1. Smash that like button, subscribe, and all that nonsense. And I'll see you next week for an episode of Last Save Lounge. See you later.